my fruits.
Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a beautiful Italian countryside, it was the end of a long, hot summer. Farmer was happy as he looked over his own fields, thinking of the plentiful harvest. Then he saw some children from the nearby farms playing in his fields. Whenever they felt hungry, they ate a few of the delicious ripe fruits. The farmer began to feel angry. The children are eating far too many of my fruits, he said to himself selfishly. Those fruits belong to me. I don't want the children to steal any of them. But the birds came instead. Could stop them. Not that way, at least. The greedy farmer didn't want to lose any of his fruits to the birds either. He wanted to keep them all for himself. So he put a net over his fruits fields to stop the birds eating the fruit. Now my fruits are safe from the birds and the children, he thought. That night, after he had gone to bed, the farmer couldn't put his mind at rest. Thieves could sneak in and steal my fruits by moonlight, he thought anxiously. He decided that the very next morning he would pick the ripe fruit from the bushes and take it to the market to sell. That's what he wants to do now. Bright and early the next morning, the farmer picked the juicy ripe fruits and loaded them. First, I'll find a good spot, he said to himself. Some of his fruits had been found by a family of hungry foxes. The farmer saw them enjoying the tasty fruit. In a nearby tree, a mother bird fed the fresh fruits to her young ones. The farmer climbed the tree and watched. The farmer walked on sadly, passing a neighbor's house. He watched a mother share a plate full of fruits with her children. They sat around a table and laughed happily as they ate the delicious fruit. Isn't that nice? He thought. Perhaps it was a good thing after all. He realized that he had been selfish not to want to share any of them. The next day the farmer saw an unexpected sight in his fields. His neighbors, who had all enjoyed his fruits the day before, were coming to his house, bringing gifts. The farmer was so surprised that he hardly knew what to say, said the farmer, feeling happy as he shared more of his freshly picked strawberries. It's so much fun to share, and they all agreed. Don't you agree? I think so too. And that's all for this one, and I am going to see you again